want to understand, how did the foundational pieces in UST help you out?
Okay, so it's probably sobrang active ko din sa school. But everywhere, like for example, coming from, I went from high school, an all-girls school, and then suddenly biglang, whoa, daming lalaki. Engineering. It's
Pasensya
like,
na, okay?
crazy
Co-ed
medyo
po ang
lang.
UST. Okay.
Yes, it was like, oh, like, I was shocked. And then I didn't see like a women leader. It's like a little bit, kasi syempre naman,
In engineering too,
is-
it's a freaking sausage fest.
Yes, it is. And
Yep.
and for those people who doesn't know about it, during the time ISCS, like information science
Yeah.
or information systems, computer science, and then IT, it's all in engineering. Hindi siya yung separate computing studies.
Tita Casey, nag-abot tayo. Okay, so gets ko yan. Now it's
The audience might
mga
not
iho
know
at
it.
iha before. Yung
Ganun
panahon ni Rizal, iisang calculus.
Yes, so
Yes.
at the time, nahuhon na siguro yung ability ko even from high school that I went to. But mas nahon lang siya talaga in UST because I have the voice or the platform that people could like, oh, bagong fresh start, like, freshman. And I can really start on what I want, which is leadership positions.
Yeah.
Like, dun siya nag-start.
What org did you join in and how did that help you? Kasi same with me, I was a student leader. I graduated 2010. O yan, 2 years lang
yes
abang ko sa'yo. Okay. Iha.
Nag-
Just kidding. Nagpang-abot tayo
Nag-abot
for sure.
tayo, yeah.
Naundoy tayong sa band. Okay?
True, oo.
Yes. Pero nasa bahay na ako nun whenever that happened. So yeah, I became a student leader, class president, and vice president of my org. But what did that help you with? Because again, when it comes to being a student, it's never just whatever they teach you in school.
Yeah.
It's all these other opportunities that you can take advantage of,
Yeah.
but it's for you to take advantage of on
Yeah.
your own merit. What was that like?
So, it was like really extracurricular activities that we have na parang during my university years, I knew I went to like student council of engineering right away just to help, like see where I will be needed. Because I think the loads for me were so, ito na yun. At the time, it's like
Yeah.
we were very used to having 7 to 7 or 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. full load of
Mga
stuff.
immortal.
Oo, yung parang, bakit parang parusa na yung ginagawa dito. But
Suki ng car park.
yeah,
Ayan.
ganon. So I wanted to really do the more things.
Yeah.
So ang dami kong sinalihan and I went for engineering football as well. So yeah, and then I tried out for Salingawi and then nabalian ako ng buto and whatever.
Grabe
So
talaga yung mga gawin.
I just
Nang babali ng buto.
and then I just went to engineering pep squad at the last time. So parang hanggang doon na lang muna tayo. And on
you
that
don't have enough bones to break anymore.
so
Okay.
those are the things that present ako, but the center of it is community because I want to be where people are and connect them.
Got it.
So yun yung parang naging sense on where everything starts because if you see it right now, OJT Connect is still community. And every single thing that I started, that ako yung gumawa, centered around people.
Love it.
community.
Ayan, it all started
Galing ah.
in the Royal Pontifical University of Santo Tomas.
Yes.
Ayan, wala lang. Gusto ko lang, I just
Go
wanted
Tigers.
to connect it. Yes, I was just there.
Roar.
Over the weekend, I studied UST High School and college. So, obviously, I'm always heavily biased towards Tomasian. Kaya pag may applicant and I saw a Tomasian,
Okay, go.
feel good about you. Galingan mo kung hindi, sayang. Okay, may bias ka na nga eh. But here's what I want to know. So again,
Okay.
you already took that up. You took up the hard skills and the soft skills because you were able to really put yourself in a position to really learn.
Yeah.
But you were plucked out. You said you had to go with mom in the 6th, cold as Toronto
Yeah, Drake City.
in Canada. Okay, so what was that like? Because it's very transformation. I can imagine how confusing it might have been. Now, you've technically set your footing here na, got the stripes, and obviously when you graduate after, brand new environment. But what was it like, and how did you say, or how can you say that it helped you take yourself to where it is now?
I think it was so I have a relationship before I left.
Okay.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, parang meron pa rin naka-anchor. And then I just realized that if I want this for my life, a goal that I'm setting, I have to cut some things off in my life. So it was hard. It was a hard decision, but I think it was really worth it. When I moved to Canada, since I'm always moving where my mom is, like visiting her where she is, because she works kind of like everywhere. So she works at corporate and then she gets assigned to different countries in different times. So I'm exposed globally. So I know where to go. And I travel like at 11 years old alone with the
What?
DSWD. Yeah, clearance saying, hey, I need to travel. I need to meet my mom. And they issue clearance if you're minor. And you have to go through like the NBI and stuff like that. So I had to do that. And then it expires. So every year you have to like renew and whatever. So I'm very used to lining up systems that are not working properly. So yan, isa siguro yun sa mga stuff na nakapagpabuo sa akin to where I am today. And yeah, I live in the Philippines because my parents are both like everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have to go wherever they are. So same as my mom. So I saw the world not as how people see it. I see it in a different lens, in an 11-year-old, 12-year-old lens. Growing up, I see opportunities that's not present in the
Correct.
environment I'm living.
Yeah.
So that's already like, during the time that I graduated in university, kasi may boyfriend pa ako noon or relationship. Okay, but okay na yun.
Okay.
So, I think, mas nagwagi yung
Yan.
calling ng buhay na parang gusto kong may magbago sa buhay ko. And I need to start it on my own.
Correct.
And I started like, syempre medyo sad ka at the time na you're like,
Kinig ka ng up, dharma down.
it's like, it's a hard decision or what am I gonna do? And then I started opening up myself to the possibilities sa community sa Toronto. So, since I'm very much community
There's a lot of
focused.
Filipinos too in Toronto.
Exactly. And meron akong
Balot
coworker.
na balot lang sila lahat. Okay.
Ako yung hindi balat.
Ayan.
Ako yung gustong-gusto ko yung
Yeah.
lamig. So,
Okay,
ganun
okay.
akong tao.
Si Elsa ka pala. Okay. Okay.
Ganun yan. So, at the time, dun ako sa coworker ko na Filipino, and there are like 2 or 3 people in the company that I'm working for. It's a small market research firm.
Pero tatlo kayong Pinoy.
Tatlo kaming Pinoy and then
Chismosa
growing.
yan sila doon.
Very true.
Boom! Okay.
So,
Chismis. When there's 3 Filipinos,
Yeah.
it's enough to create a group chat. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lethal. And then we formed a group, but then yung naging close ko talaga is yung ka-age ko na halos, but she's born and raised in Toronto. So medyo na-shock siya sa akin because culturally medyo OA ako.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm very vocal.
Of course.
Ikaw ba naman? Like, you're
Balian ba
raised.
naman na cheerleader?
Diba?
Okay yan.
Diba?
Okay.
So medyo okay siya kasi, like, you know how Torontonians are Canadians, like very reserved about schedule, all those
It's funny
things.
because the last person I had prior to you earlier, I just had a recording earlier today, was a purebred Canadian.
Oh, there you go.
White guy Canadian.
Oh,
Yun. So medyo I have a Canadian Canuck in me right now.
Kana, Vancouver yan. Dito ko sa Maple
Yeah,
Leafs.
dito lang tayo sa Maple Leaf. Mga
Maple
Blue
Leaf.
Jays.
Oh,
ganyan.
yeah. Blue Jays. So yun, the girl that I really connected with and started like becoming my friend is someone who's also rooted to Filipinos who wants to know their motherland because they're born and raised in Toronto or in Canada.
Got it.
So dun ko nakita yung perspective in other people's position na hindi sila Filipino born. And when I saw it, it's like, gosh, grabe yung patriotism nila or and I think I adapted that through the years. That I, like everyone else, and if you ask any Filipino, anyone in North America, their patriotism is really
No, it
top-notch.
doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. I have a lot of Filipino founder friends.
Yeah.
Na pure Pinoy, lumaki sa States or lumaki.
Yeah.
Dude, their love for the Philippines.
It's so
It doesn't
wild.
make sense. I even asked like, well, where is this coming from? Because
Yeah.
as a Filipino here, locally born and
Yeah.
raised, and still lives here, it's so easy to get jaded.
Yes.
Na may mga senator nga na tumatakbo sa NBI na bigla na lang naglalaho. And then nothing happens, wala pa rin nakukulong, right? So
Yeah.
it's so easy to get jaded. But when you talk to Filipinos who are born and raised
It's a
overseas,
different lens.
and I ask why.
Yeah.
It stems now from the longing of heritage. They don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
They even celebrate this thing
Yeah.
especially the US born
Filipino Heritage Month.
Filipino Americans. They celebrate yung first galleon
Yeah.
thingamajig that got to the US. Apparently, the first immigrants were the Filipinos na siguro nahatak lang yun.
1600 or something, yeah.
Mga koya na nasama doon.
Yeah.
But they're part of the first batch
Yeah.
and they were documented as Filipinos.
Yeah,
The first
on the
ones to migrate
Western, yes.
in the West Coast. So that's the heritage.
Yeah.
And it's so distinct because I even went to a certain event. And sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
Yeah.
And Philam lang gumagawa nito.
It is.
Sa tatagay
It
tayo,
is.
di ba? Sa UST, cheers, kampay, ganyan, pak. Yung mga Philam doon, ganyan, mabuhay!
Yeah.
Ha? Mabuhay.
Or tagay.
Hindi, mabuhay
Or
talaga.
kampay.
Oh, sa
May
atin,
mga ganun.
we're local guys, we call it kampay. Shot. Cheers.
Yung mabuhay.
Sila mabuhay. What the hell? pero that's there's nothing wrong with that. Pero ito lang,
Nothing.
there's just a massive disconnect
Yeah.
over jaded local Filipinos
Yeah.
and super patriotic foreign-born Filipinos who loves the Philippines. Na pure go Pacquiao. Ayan,
Yeah.
that are whatever. Go Alex Ayala right now.
Yeah. True yan.
That does that. But sorry, I want to just tackle one thing before we take our first break. This is very important. Because you were a straight shooter. You stayed within tech even if you went to Canada. I want to
Yeah.
understand what that was like.
Okay.
Kasi different yan. Whatever is taught here is totally
Yeah.
different beast in the six. What was that like?
I really wanted to pursue masters when I went back to Toronto the second time.
Right.
They didn't want me.
Baka. Okay.
Kasi
Okay.
no, because I really applied to different universities
Okay.
to just apply for masters, like masters in engineering or something else that's aligned with technology. Because I don't want to go anywhere else other than what I already have. Kasi
Got it.
parang feeling ko that's my not just comfort zone but my strength at that time. So I want to use my strengths. But apparently in Canada at that time, that's like 2011, okay, 2011, 2012. Our bachelor's degree, regardless which university you're coming from, is not in par with the Canadian education.
Holy shit.
It is not. No matter where you go, how much education you
Undergrad ka
have,
pa rin.
you will be undergrad. So they're asking me for University of Toronto. They're asking me, I'm sorry, but your bachelor's degree is only like 3-year bachelor's or 3-year completion in University of Toronto. So they asked me to go for non-degree, similar to another school, which is University of Waterloo, which is like a tech school in the East Coast. It's the same. We said, hey, as an advising, you have to go through bachelor's again because it's not recognized.
The whole 4 years?
Yes, entirely. So at the time, that was 2011, 2012, there's only
Okay.
like bridging courses to get a bachelor's degree again.
What did you take up?
I did non-degree to University of Toronto, and then I went around different universities taking classes here and there.
Wow.
And I was like, no, I think I don't want to redo my entire bachelor's
Yeah.
because I think it's the same concept. For them, bachelor's in a year or two in masters is what you call bachelor's for them. That's a bachelor's quantity.
With
Yeah,
masters?
with masters in the
What the
Philippines.
fuck?
But that's only during 2011, 2012. I don't know if it changed now.
Yeah.
So what I did is I applied outside Canada. So you see that I have a master's degree in the US. So I applied to different schools in the US to pursue higher learning because I really want to be in university.
That's
I
why
want
you
to
have
learn.
this Harvard.
Yeah.
Ang galing.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
and they accepted me, and that's a question to Canada. That why university in the U.S. that's part of, I don't know, top 5 universities in the world can accept me and you can't? It's kind of like a question, right? I know it's something in education that's a question.
Bahala sila.
Oh,
Ayan.
bala sila. Basta ako, nakuha ko na yung gusto ko. Bumalik naman ako ng Canada
Okay, amazing.
and pursue that.
Alright, but last question before we take our first break.
Okay.
Because this is the, makaupo ko naman, grabe ka naman.
Okay.
Okay ba?
Grabe, hindi ka naman nakita.
I got hurt. Okay. Wait. So,
Perception ha.
ano lang, kasi nag-uuputin mo. So, pag trentahin ka na, you can't opo me. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, last one you take our first break. This is not easy because when in the US, dito, pwede kang, okay, support me muna. I'll start doing my studies. Optional if you have to work.
Yeah.
What are the hustles you have to do to make sure that you are not underwater while you're trying to take up all these education all over the United States of America? Ayan.
So, I actually didn't do side hustles at that.
Whoa, okay. What did you do?
I negotiated my salary.
How?
I asked them for money so I can fund myself so I can return
Who's
back.
them?
My employer. Because during that time, I'm still employed. O nga naman, sinabi mo, who's them? Wala ka naman sinabi kung sino nagpa-fund sa'yo.
Ano yan?
Ano ka?
Blood
Sino ka?
control? Nepo baby ka ba? Okay.
Hindi, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm still employed and I
Okay.
always like, hey, I'm taking up this course. Yeah, is this something that you can cover? And they do. They cover it. And then, yun lang, parang kina-carve out ko siya sa salary ko every single time I like. So wala akong mga, at the time, wala akong masyadong wild travels. But I negotiated my salary.
And this was while you were in Accenture?
Nope.
Or
In
Advantage
the-
Group?
Yeah, Advantage and
In
Click.
Toronto.
In Toronto.